And speaking of gravity, I'm surprised that gravity is not in the news every single day and is not being held responsible for pretty much every fatality that has to do with the fall. When people say, I've fallen and I can't get up, I don't know why they're not telling us about how the gravity is keeping them down for some reason. And maybe investigating if gravity is having adverse effects and is attacking us. And when planes suddenly fall out of the sky, crashing, or anyone who has any type of an incident while they're in a hot air balloon or hang gliding or parachuting, if they have some type of a pulling down sensation, I can't believe that gravity has never, from my experience, has ever been accused or blamed for these accidents. But no, gravity is kind of used like Santa Claus. It's only brought up to either make a point or to get you back into a state of mind control. Like Santa Claus, the only time you hear about him is during Christmas. But what does Santa do the rest of the year? The rest of the year round, what is Santa Claus doing, right? And, but the only time you really hear about him is when parents want to threaten their children and say, do you want to be put on Santa's naughty list? Santa's watching you. He knows if you're naughty or nice. Santa's not going to bring you any toys this year. And that's just to what? Control behavior. So that parents can get their wayward children in check. Kind of the same way that gravity is used. Yeah, gravity is used to explain why things fall when you drop them. When you drop a ball, or a microphone, or when an apple falls to the ground. It's always used to explain things that just simply do not float, completely ignoring density and buoyancy as though they don't exist. But anytime gravity wants to be explained or illustrated, someone will just pick up an object and let it fall to the ground. They'll just drop it right there and say, hey, you see? That's gravity. But I just can't believe how, or even why, gravity is not in the news every single day for one reason or another. When the sun actually burns your skin, you say that you got sunburned. And suns also cause things like sunstrokes, exhaustion. Wind. When wind is very strong and it blows things, people will say, oh, the wind did it. It was wind damage or the wind chill, things like that. When people fall or things drop, you never hear gravity did it. Or, oh, this was a gravity strike or gravity pull. That's just not something that we hear. They'll just say, oh, well, it was an earthquake, or this happened because the foundation was unstable or something like that. Things that make sense. Yeah, once again, gravity is never in the news for cases like criminal cases involving restraining orders, people who needed to get away from someone or they need someone to stay a certain distance away from them. Well, gravity says that it's the force that attracts objects and people to one another. So I'm surprised that, once again, gravity is not in the news, being blamed for certain people not being able to stay away from other people or other objects or buildings, things like that. We never hear about it. Gravity is never brought up. Not once. We just don't hear it because why? It does not exist. And it's really because they want to make gravity God. To them, gravity is God. They make gravity omnipotent, all-powerful, omniscient, all-knowing, and omnipresent, everywhere. To them, gravity is God. God is gravity.